Mental. This is mental.
This is Tim Bowen with the Steady Trade Podcast. How's it going?
The Steady Trade Podcast, Season 1 prize winners.
Hello?
Hello, Keith.
Yes.
Stephen Johnson here. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. It's great
Awesome.
to get to speak to you guys I've been watching and listening to.
Awesome. Just before we get into it and we tell you what you've won, tell me, where did you find out about the podcast?
Well, I got an email. I've been in this now for about a month or so, and then I got this email that showed there was a podcast, and really enjoy them a lot. So,
first of all, thanks for listening, and it's kind of cool that we caught you this early in your journey of trading. Is there anything like any top one or top couple things that you took away from the podcast that were kind of the most useful?
Well, right now, everything.
Well, that's great. Great.
I'm really, because this is a whole new venture for me. I actually had a job for 10 years, lost it back in May. And at my age right now, it's been real hard to find another job, and had some money to work with, and saw this and thought, I really like the way it was presented as not being a get-rich-quick scheme. It was like you learn, you study it and do it, and there's nothing hidden. So it really felt like this was something I wanted to try to do and try to do the rest of my life.
Those are some great comments because, I really appreciate that because, there's a reason we named it the Steady Trade Podcast and not the Make $1 Million Tonight podcast. So, we're really trying to make it, something where it's a skill that you can use, but we're also not, we're not going to tell you you're going to make $1 million on Tuesday night, October the 3rd. So.
Right. And I would be happy with $100 here and there for now, and work slow and try to get my emotions out of the way. And, and I've already made some stupid mistakes, and I don't need to be trading right now. It's hard not to, but I just really still need to be learning and watching and practicing.
And Keith, now that we've got you on this future episode and it will be published, I want you to make a promise to me, and that promise is that you will trade small and that you will trade at a steady pace and not jump into anything. Can you make that commitment to me, Keith?
I can definitely make that commitment. Definitely.
Because please, we see too many people go too big too soon, and that's why we call ourselves the Steady Trade Podcast.
Well, that's what's so weird is I wasn't going to do anything today, and I did, and lost $100.
No, not on CLSN. Don't tell me it was on CLSN. OKOOL.
So yeah, I promise, no more. I'm really, I've got 4 notebooks. I take notes and right. Like you said, now memorizing charts is a whole nother thing. I don't even know that I've got to that or if that's starting to make sense yet.
Well, and keep in mind, it's a process, and 1 month, 1 month in, if you're not, again, seeing the charts like you think you should, just remind yourself you're 1 month in,
And I guess it would be best to print them out and have them where you can see them. And is that the best way to do that?
Again, but I often remember when I was getting started in, active day trading, 2007, 2008, I did that all the time. I would print them out. And, I talk about a lot on the podcast. I'm a very tactile guy. I like my pen and paper, and I would mark them all up where I saw support and resistance levels, where I saw breakdowns, breakouts, and I put them in a 3-ring binder and I would review them. And, the patterns repeat. And yeah, again, Stephen makes fun of me for being the old guy, but I like my pen and paper. So,
well, I got about 12 years on you, so yeah, I'm the old guy now.
But Keith, I just want to say, when I first started, I covered an entire room full of charts, and I would just try and look at 2 or 3 every day, and eventually it started to slowly make sense. But the other thing I want to say, Keith, is you might have lost $100 today, but you're not going away a total loser. You're not going away a total loser.
That's awesome. Oh man, I can't believe I'm even talking to you guys. It's made my day.
Now,
it really has.
Just to talk about luck. I mean, you were selected. There was 11 winners selected out of over 3,000, I believe. So you do have some luck when it comes to the stock market and trading. And the prize is not big in value, but it is big in size. Okay. So you have actually won a pretty much a giant box of Tic Tacs.
My God.
But it's really big, eh? It's really big. We're not joking about the size. It's big.
I heard about that. I bet it is.
The Steady Trade podcast will return with new episodes and new prizes November 6th, 2017.